Coming up on NEC-TV, winter break is right around the corner with finals coming to an end. We tell you what needs to be done to prepare your dorm for a long break. And it's finals week, and some late night food options are not available. We explain how the hot water issue is impacting the grill and other areas of the Simon building. Also, New England College held its annual toy drive to help kids in the hospital have a meaningful holiday. We have the tally on toys and cash donations. All that and more coming up on NEC-TV. Good afternoon, and thank you for watching NEC-TV. I'm Parker Doobie.
And I'm Lauren Hall. Today is Thursday, December 11th.
Now to our top story. We are nearing the end of finals week, and while students may be seeking a hot late-night meal, an equipment failure is causing disruptions in the Simon Center.
The Simon water heater is broken and impacting dining and bathroom facilities. NEC-TV's Jack Cody explains.
It's finals week here at NEC, and unfortunately, due to a broken water heater, the Simon Grill is only offering pre-packaged goods at the moment. If you're looking for a hot meal or hot tap water to wash your hands, avoid the Simon Center. Jason Buck, Dean of Students, says that the hot water heater is broken.
It's a bit crazy that it's finals and I can't come in here for Simon when I would rather do anything else than go to Gilly, I can't lie.
Finals week for many students consists of running around and students looking for a quick, warm bite in the wintry weather. Turning to the Simon Grill is currently only serving pre-packaged items such as chips, sodas, as well as pre-packaged sandwiches and salads.
I remember getting the email last night about the hot water. Being a server, I know that it is a safety code that you need hot water to be able to wash dishes, so they're not able to cook food. I forgot. I went up to the counter to go order because I don't really have time to grab breakfast on Tuesdays.
Due to food safety and preparation, the Simon Grill is unavailable to provide hot, made-to-order meals without hot water. NEC is unaware of a timeline of when the water heater could be fixed. However, Starbucks and the Gilmore Dining Hall are operating at normal hours for the remainder of the week. For NEC-TV, I'm Jack Cody.
Mock Supreme Court hearing. Each side presented oral arguments for and against the Little v. Hecox, a real case that will head to the U.S. Supreme Court in January. The case comes from Idaho and proposes a ban on transgender women and girls on female teams. At NEC's trial, there was no winner, but Professor Rick Hubbard says the students did a great job presenting arguments. The U.S. Supreme Court will decide the fate of Little v. Hecox on January 13th. We're at the end of week 14, and that means it's the end of the semester.
I checked in with NEC students to see how they're feeling about the close of the 2025 fall term.
I don't know where the semester went. It went by super fast this year.
The fall semester is coming to a close here in Henniker. With students leaving campus tomorrow by 7 p.m., we caught up with NEC students to see how they feel about the semester ending.
I'm so excited. I have not seen my family since August, so I'm very excited.
I'm excited. I get less than a month of being home, so it's not a whole lot of time, but it's nice to see my cats and my family and whatnot.
Finals can be a busy time for all here. Many say the key to success is staying organized during this final push.
Work-wise, I don't have a ton of assignments, but I have a lot of big assignments, so it's a lot of trying to get that done over a period of time instead of waiting till the last minute.
Final grades are due Monday. The spring term will begin on January 12th.
The Fall Student Spotlight event has been canceled, and there are no plans to reschedule.
Science and education students were ready to present projects in the Lions and Tower buildings yesterday afternoon, but due to the snowstorm warning, all classes after 1 p.m. yesterday were remote, and the event was canceled.
Thanks to NEC's annual toy drive, the holiday will be a bit brighter for kids at the Children's Hospital at Dartmouth. The community showed up to support kids who will be spending Christmas in the hospital. The toy drive is organized by the Criminal Justice Club. The CJ Club president says this year brought in more than 1,000 toys and $1,000.
Those kids are going to spend Christmas in the hospital, and we just want to make it special so they can have some toys. And, you know, everyone's donating money from the community and different toys. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. It's just to make them happy.
The CJ Club partners with the Concord Police Department, and they plan on continuing this tradition next year. Coming up after the break, need a ride to get home at the end of the semester? We'll tell you what you need to know about NEC services and rides to get you home for the holidays.
Also, NEC had its 3rd annual Caring Cards event to benefit members of the military, local teachers, and senior citizens. But did they pass last year's record? We'll tell you after the break.
Welcome back. Pets Peak has officially opened. 5 lifts were operating over opening day weekend, allowing skiers access to 7 trails. Lift closed at the start of the week to remake snow. Pats looks to open more trails starting tomorrow. As a reminder, NEC undergraduate students can ski, board, tube, and take lessons for free. Request your pass through the Office of Student Engagement.
A reminder, dorms close tomorrow, December 12th at 7 p.m. Students must unplug all electronics, defrost the fridge and freezer, bring home important things like wallets, clothes, and laptops, also remove opened and perishable food and all garbage. Lastly, turn off all lights and lock all the windows and doors. Any students that leaves trash, open food, or perishables will be fined $35 per garbage bag. If you need a ride for winter break, NEC is offering shuttle rides today and tomorrow. The first shuttle left at 1, the next leaves at the Simon Center at noon tomorrow. It arrives at the Concord bus station at 12:30 p.m. and Manchester Airport at 1:15 p.m. The final shuttle leaves Simon at 3 p.m. tomorrow, arriving at the Concord bus station at 3:30 p.m. and Manchester Airport at 4:15 p.m. You must email osc@nec.edu to sign up for any of the shuttles. The Henniker Cafe is looking for NEC students to display their artwork. Cafe staff says they are trying to do bi-monthly competitions to have seasonal artwork on the walls. The most recent competition deadline was Monday. Up to 20 people may have their work displayed and will receive a $15 gift card. Artwork is displayed for 45 days.
A new record has been set at the 3rd annual Caring Cards event, where students and faculty are encouraged to sign holiday cards. Caring Cards is organized by the Communication Honors students, and the letters are sent to members of the military, senior citizens, and local teachers. Volunteers stopped by the Lions lobby 2 days last week, and organizers say they topped last year's record. Nearly 200 cards will be mailed.
Coming up after the break, women's basketball is bringing home a tournament victory and another big win for NEC's top female wrestler. Parker brings you the highlights in this week's sports recap.
And don't miss this, a live weather report from NEC-TV's Leah Bowling, who's standing by in the snow. We'll be right back.
With classes starting to finish up, winter sports are also winding down as we prepare for break. Let's take a look at this week's sports recap with Parker Doobie.
NEC Athletics has almost made it to the break, with the last games being played this Saturday the 13th. With the extended break coming up, let's take a look at how each team looks heading into the break. Starting with hockey, the men have had 2 games in the last week, where in Game 1 they fell to Trinity College 5-0 on Friday and lost in overtime to Fitchburg State College 4-3 on Tuesday. They currently sit at 3-6-0, which is good for 7th in the Little East Conference standings. The women's team had back-to-back games on Friday and Saturday where they fell in both, losing to UMass Boston 1-0 and Anna Maria College 2-1 on Hockey Fights Cancer Night. Currently, the women sit in 6th place in the LEC and have 2 more games to play before they head to break. For the basketball teams, the women have had 3 games over the last week where they won the Ed Hockenberry Classic Tournament, beating the University of Maine at Fort Kent and Norwich University. They then took on Vermont State University Linden on Tuesday, where they dominated 82-46. They currently sit 2nd in the GNEC before conference play starts after break. Men's basketball played the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts on Saturday, where they lost in a nail-biter 83-82, when MCLA hit the go-ahead layup with just a couple seconds left. They traveled to Framingham State University on Tuesday, where they fell 68-64. Heading into break, they sit 3rd in their GNEC standings with conference play opening in January. To close it out with wrestling, the men's team headed to York, Pennsylvania for a 16-team tournament where they were able to pick up a few solo wins. Brandon Lavasta, Michael Folo, Patrick Hughes, and Tanner Kumada all had wins. They have 1 more meet before break this weekend. The women's team made the same trip to York, Pennsylvania for their meet, where they had a lot more success, placing 6 out of 16 teams and having 1 first-place finisher in sophomore Jacqueline Denny. Denny looks to continue her undefeated season, and the team looks to move forward this Saturday when they head to New York. With the last sports recap of the semester, I'm Parker Doobie, NEC-TV.
Winter is officially here. For a look at the forecast and how it may impact your travels, let's head live to the Simon Lawn to check in with NEC-TV's Leah Bowling.
Leah, how is it out there?
Thanks, guys. This is Leah Bowling coming to you live in the snow from right outside the Simon Center. And, well, guys, this is our last show of the semester. And just like us, the fall went out with a bang, leaving us with almost a foot of snow over the past week, and more to come. There have been some flurries, but it looks like this week there won't be any more big snowfall. This week will be mostly partly cloudy with an end off next Thursday with possible rainstorm, or maybe snow. The high peaks at 32 on Saturday and the low at 6 degrees on Sunday, settling in for a good in-between of around 15 to 25 for most of the week. Everyone have a safe drive home. Watch out for the icy roads. And until next time, I'm Leah Bowling. Back to you guys at the desk.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at NEC.TV for the latest NEC news.
Thank you for joining us today and throughout the fall term. We'll see you right back here next semester for all things NEC from the only Henniker on Earth.